As we are just a few days away from Rosh Hashana, as we call it, the day of judgment, the day, as we learned, the parsha of this week is Atem Nitzavim Hayom. Yes, standing today. But today refers to Rosh Hashana, that we're all standing firm in front of God today. So Rosh Hashana is the idea that we blow the shofar. Because as we said before, it's a day of judgment. But when we blow the shofar, we're able to switch, as the Gemara teaches us. The Hashem switches from the throne of din, from the throne of judgment, to the throne of mercy. So in order to change Hashem should judge us with mercy. This is why we blow the shofar on Rosh Hashanah. So this makes it a very special day. And the real specialty of this day is the mitzvah of shofar, because shofar, this is what makes it that Hashem becomes the king of Am Yisrael, the king of the world, and he switches to be on the throne of mercy, and he gives through his mercy, his kindness to the entire world, that we should have a beautiful year to come. In the idea of blowing the shofar, there's many details and many beautiful thoughts. But there's one idea that the Talmud teaches us regarding the shofar, that the law in the shofar is that you have to blow it from the narrow side, not from the wide side. As we know, the shofar, as the mouth of the shofar we call it, where it's narrow, and as where the sound comes out, that's the wide side. And the Talmud teaches us that if you would, technically speaking, turn around the shofar and blow from the other way, even though the sound will come out, it's not kosher. You have to blow it from the narrow side. This mina meitza karatika, from the narrow place of mine, I call you God. Anani, you're going to answer b'merchav, from the wide opening of the shofar. So the idea of the shofar represents that our calling to God, our blowing the shofar in order God should change to the throne of mercy, to give us a beautiful year, needs to be blown from the narrow place of the shofar. And what is the idea? The idea is, what is the narrow place? It means that you feel narrow, you feel small, you feel petite. And when you blow the shofar from the wide side, meaning to say you feel proud and great and special, I deserve, I'm the best, the Talmud says it's not kosher, because the accomplishment is not there. But if you blow the shofar from the narrow side, this is how the shofar should be blown. This is how we're going to get to Meitz Hashem a beautiful year. When we blow the shofar, that we feel narrow, as we said before, you feel humility. You feel I don't deserve anything, I'm just asking Hashem for His mercy. Not because I deserve, not because I'm great. Just Hashem, give your mercy upon me. This is how Hashem answers us from the wide side, and it changes to the throne of mercy. And this is what it says in the Gemara, Kol Shana, the year, Sherasha mitchilata, he starts, Rash means poor. Poor in the spiritual level means humility. Ashira besofa, you're rich by the end. And this is what we have to learn to do this Rosh Hashana. Rosh Hashana has got to be a day we have to daven to Hashem, blow the shofar, listen to the shofar, and have the feeling, I am the narrow side, I'm humility. I'm asking not because any other reason, but because of your mercy. And as we have the famous story of the Baal Shem Tov, that he would have every year one of his students blowing the shofar for him. And before blowing the shofar, would teach the student all the beautiful depth and thoughts about the shofar. And it was one year, he selected a student of his, and his students were great people, as we know. And the night before, he taught him all the depth of Kabbalah. What should he think while blowing the shofar, in order the shofar should bring us a great year. And the story goes that his great student of his that came to blowing the shofar suddenly forgot everything. He forgot everything. He forgot all the thoughts. He forgot all the ideas the Baal Shem Tov told him. And he didn't know what to do. Should he blow the shofar or not? How could I blow the shofar without all the depth? And he's blowing for the Baal Shem Tov and his congregation. How could he blow the shofar without? But when the other said, what should he do? He doesn't know. Should he step down? Shouldn't he step down? Finally, he broke out crying at Hashem. Hashem, I don't know what to do. But he had no choice. Everybody was waiting, and he blew the shofar with a broken heart. He says, I know I'm not doing a good job. I know I forgot everything. But what can I do after blow the shofar? When he finished blowing the shofar, he felt so embarrassed, so humiliated. I didn't do a good job. And he sat down in his corner. And finally, then the story is, Baal Shem Tov calls him over and he says, what you blowing the shofar today was so great and special. What did you do special? So he starts crying, special. Oh God, he says, I forgot everything. Baal Shem Tov says, yes, you may forgot everything. But your broken heart, you didn't forget. You blew the shofar with your broken heart. You felt such humility, so narrow, so small. And you broke through all barriers that to change, to have a beautiful year. And this is the message for us comes Rosh Hashana. Yes, it's a day of Yom Tov, it's a day of holiday. Hashem will give us a beautiful year. But when we're standing on Rosh Hashana, especially in the time of blowing the shofar, that's got to be the thought in my mind. To blow the shofar, we got to blow it from the narrow place. And in Mitzvah Hashem should give us Shana Tova Metuka to the entire Am Yisrael. Beit Mashiach Tzidkeinu, we should celebrate Rosh Hashana in Yerushalayim in the Beit HaMikdash. Good Shabbos, Chag Sameach, and Shana Tova.